The Licker, one of the most iconic Resident Evil monsters, and for good reason. For those of us lucky enough to first encounter the Licker in the original Resident Evil 2, it was a new type of fear. It was a monster that not only the player knew nothing of, they were also woefully prepared to fight it. Even more so in Resident Evil 2 Remake, where the Licker was masterfully recreated. They are a threat that is always best avoided at all costs. Lickers are the product of the V-Act process. When a human host or zombie is damaged, the T-virus will attempt to save its host by increasing regeneration and muscle mass. While the T-virus strain in the mansion produced Crimson Heads, the strain released on the city was stronger and produced the Lickers. This may raise the question. In Resident Evil, we saw zombies return as Crimson Heads. Why did we not see zombies return as Lickers in Resident Evil 2? I believe this is due to the Licker transformation taking much longer. In Resident Evil Outbreak, a creature some have dubbed as the Suspended appears to be a zombie, but with several Licker-like qualities, most notably the long tongue. Perhaps this is a Licker in mid-transformation. We see a similar V-Act transformation in Resident Evil 6. Critically injured zombies will sometimes transform into Bloodshots. However, the speed of this transformation is nearly instantaneous. This is most likely due to Bloodshots being caused by the C virus. During the transformation into a Licker, muscle mass is drastically increased. The skeletal structure is warped, forcing the creature onto all fours, but allows far more agility and the ability to scale walls and ceilings. The eyes lose sight during the mutation and either fall out or dissolve entirely. While blind, its sense of hearing is honed to deadly accuracy. Due to the lack of ears, I question if they truly have hearing, or if their exposed muscle tissue can sense sources of vibrations. Of course, the Licker's most renowned feature is their exceptionally long and sharp tongues, often used to entangle or impale their prey. Several variants of the Licker are known, such as the modified Lickers that appear in the Nest Umbrella facility in the original Resident Evil 2. They are noted as having bluish skin, being more durable, and their claws having evolved into one single long nail. If this is due to engineering or exposure to the P-Epsilon gas is unknown. Also, their absence from Resident Evil 2 Remake possibly makes them non-canon. The Licker Beta appears in Resident Evil 5. They were produced in the Ouroboros factory by directly injecting a stronger strain of the progenitor virus directly into already existing Lickers. While this increased their muscle mass, it also exposed their heart, not unlike the original Tyrant in Resident Evil. This left them vulnerable to even knife attacks to the chest. This weakness arguably makes them less of a threat than their Resident Evil 2 counterparts. I looked into the Licker due to having thought they were engineered. This was due to the S.D. Perry novelization of Resident Evil 2 titled City of the Dead. In that book, they are mentioned as creations, which is incorrect. However, I don't want to take anything away from that book. Any Resident Evil fan who has not read that series really owes it to themselves to do so. I wanted to make this video because of how well the Capcom team brought the Licker back into the limelight in Resident Evil 2 Remake. That creature scares me far more than even the dreaded Mr. X Tyrant. I advise anyone who plays that game to see the Licker as a force of nature and to use your wits rather than your weapons. They are a menace truly to be feared. If you would like to see more videos like this, please consider leaving a comment or even a like. That will motivate me to consider reading more lore from other creatures, characters, or even other games. And as always, remember, you rule. Reign on.